Books are just, it's hard to find a word to describe books, but they're very important. I would say if you think of the past 500-600 years of human history alone, like the printed word has basically been the centerpiece of civilization.
Yeah, I think there's the aspect of the books, but then it's also creates its own place being a bookstore. I think I've always just loved going into used bookstores. It's like a treasure trove. You know, you never know what you're gonna find. There's always just something wonderful that you find that you never expected. The smell of it, just looking through, it's relaxing, it's fun. Such a special, beautiful place. My name is Carmen Walker.
My name is Finley Walker. We are human beings. And we also are the owners of Inklings bookshop located in Lakeland, Florida. And we're married. We're together.
Should we try that again?
This bookstore has been a staple of the Lakeland community for over 40 years. Historically, it's been known as Book Bazaar, and it has been under a few different ownerships. Most recently, a couple named Bob and Sharon Daly were the proprietors here for over 20 years, and they were looking to retire back in, I guess this was 2019.
Yeah.
Time just is very elusive and magical here in 2020, and it was about a 6-month or more process, and we finally signed over the papers on January the 2nd, 2020.
So we're co-owners here. Finley is here most days, and you can find him behind the counter, organizing, checking out customers, and then I do a lot of more of the behind the scenes things.
She manages the money.
I'm also at home taking care of our children, so running to the post office or here or there, picking up toilet paper, whatever needs to be done.
Toilet paper. So the name Inklings is really inspired by a few old white dudes, C.S. Lewis, J.R.R. Tolkien, Owen Bartfield, and Charles Williams. They had this literary book club where they would share ideas and share manuscripts. So those 4 core guys were kind of what really made the Inklings group, and it's just kind of inspired by that and what they were doing and how they were sharing ideas and building this community.
Yeah, one thing I love about a used bookstore is that every book it is a story, but then it also has a story. It's fun to think about who owned this book before me, and maybe before them and before them. How many times did they read through this book and love it? And, you know, it has its own story that we get to be a part of.
Yeah, there's much more to books than just the words on the page.
These are all like, well, first of all,
Yeah, those gotta come off.
I know, but some of them are really stuck.
There's a lot of books. There's too many books.
I know, every day Finley comes home from work and says, there's so many books. What do we do with them?
There's lots of different characters that come into a bookstore. Just being able to try to meet the needs of lots of different people with lots of different expectations.
It's a question that we constantly have to ask ourselves, like how do we connect with people in the community and so many different kinds of people. Yeah, that's one thing that we're always striving to do. 2020 brought some challenges. We had to shut down for over a month. That really hurt us. And that's kind of when we started building our online presence. So in a way, it brought that opportunity, but still was difficult. And then it just changed the makeup of customers that have come in that usually would during a year. So having just started this business in January, it was some crazy timing that we'll probably look back on in 50 years and laugh about, maybe, hopefully. So I don't think we'd change when we bought the store. I think we'd just change when a pandemic happened.
Yeah. We saw this as an opportunity to, instead of trying to start from scratch, to preserve and take over something that existed and to help expand on it, help it grow and become better.